2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace, my favor, loving kindness, and mercy is enough for you, sufficient against any danger, enables you to bear the trouble manfully. For my strength and power are made perfect, fulfilled, and completed, and show themselves most effective in your weakness. Therefore, I will all the more gladly glory in my weakness and infirmities, that the strength and power of Christ the Messiah may rest, yes, may pitch a tent over and dwell upon me. You could say where we are weak, he is strong. And his grace is unmerited favor. It's not something that we deserve. It's not something that we earn. We can't earn our way to heaven. We can't earn our way to our healing. We can't earn our way to a breakthrough. Jesus has done that already for us. He is the way. And with God's grace, it's unmerited. We don't deserve it, but God gives it anyway. And God's grace, there's another scripture that talks about how God's grace is new every day. There's so many things that we go on in our life. There's so many benefits that God has. We just don't know them, so we can't receive them. Look what it says here. My favor and loving kindness and mercy is enough, for sufficient against any danger, enables you to bear the trouble manfully. For my strength, God didn't say it was our strength. He says it's his strength that we're fighting the enemy with. And power are made perfect and fulfilled and completed and show themselves more effective in your weakness. Therefore, I will all the more glory gladly in my glory and weakness and my infirmities. What does that mean? There was something that, of course, I was dealing with. When I was weak, suicidal, depressed, fearful, anxious, panic attacks all the time, when I was in that dark, dark place, and I realized I was not big enough for it. And I realized the only thing that was going to get me out of that darkness was God. So even though I may have been weak, but God was showing me his strength. He was showing me where I am, he is. So I may be weak enough where I could not fight that battle on my own. But I surrendered to his plan. I surrendered to his will. And I thanked him that his grace was more sufficient for me. And it was sufficient. And the fact that no matter what, he was going to get me through it. I humbled myself before him. And I said, God, I give it to you. I may not be able to be strong enough to fight it, but I'm not fighting this battle on my own. We give the control over to God. That's the one thing that people do, is we try to handle things on our own. We try to keep the control of our situations and circumstances, and we try to fix things. Well, if we're in that mindset where we're going to fix it, then you have not received what God has said. God is not asking you to fix it. He's saying his grace is sufficient for you. Where you are weak, he is strong. But again, it says, therefore, I will all more gladly glory in my weakness and infirmities. That's the strength. So basically, this is saying, when I get myself out of the way and let God be God in my life, the strength of the power of Christ Messiah may rest. Look at, pitch a tent over and dwell upon me, that he may pitch a tent around me. So if I'm trying to control it, if I'm trying to do that, then I'm in my own strength, my own ability, and God's isn't there, because I'm